There was a time when baseball players were rock stars. Swagger, chewing their lip, big names like Big Papi, The Rocket, The Kid. Back in my day, we didn't need TikTok. We had Ken Griffey hitting nukes and guys had bullets. It was great. Subscribe! Subscribe! Can you say subscribe? There's no one there. I'm talking to myself. Even the rivalries at the time were more intense. Okay, stop talking! I'm trying to record a video! Even the rivalries at that time were more intense. Yankees versus Red Sox felt like Batman versus Joker. Just, with a lot more hot dogs. And steroids. I mean, now you have Shohei Ohtani, who's throwing 104-mile-an-hour fastballs and hitting 40 dingers a year. And then you got Jeremy over here being like, yeah, I'd rather play pickleball. Dude, he's going both ways! No one does this! If you think baseball is boring and can sit there watching a Minecraft streamer stream making a house for 9 hours straight, that's just mediocre, but you can't sit through a 2-hour baseball game, you got problems. You are biting my arm. Dude, she's teething right now, but she has teeth. She's literally looking like a beaver. You are literally a beaver. Your dad was a winner back in the day. I was a winner! A winner! I mean, seriously, look, she bit me in the shoulder. I wasn't even joking about that. Now, not to beat a dead horse with a stick, but baseball is a long... Are you already... It's been 2 seconds. How'd you destroy things? It's a whole new day. Not to beat a horse with a dead stick, but baseball is freaking slow. I mean, it is so slow that recently they started putting wireless mics on players in the middle of the game. Now, I'm not just talking like an NBA mic'd up moment where you can hear what they're talking about. I'm talking about full-on interviews in the game with people on the field. You can't do that if your sport's entertaining. They've tried to fix it in some regard by shortening the pitch clocks, but it's making it like speed chess. Sure, there's a little more movement and a lot less breaks, but there's still not much going on, and it's still a slow game. I mean, I don't think I need any more analogies on how slow baseball is and why it's not doing the sport any favors, but you kind of have to mention it if you're gonna mention baseball and its issues. Let's talk about corporate America and how it's kind of ruining baseball. Now, baseball isn't made for the fans. The MLB made this very apparent back in the day, insert year here, where what they did is they went on this huge demonetization streak. They were taking videos down off YouTube and a lot of other platforms where they could essentially have been shared publicly. What I mean by that is that when... Holy... What? No! No! You're ripping my quarterback power book! No, this thing was my childhood! And then you're shoving the paper in your mouth. Yo, Chad, am I thick? No, I'm actually like mildly upset about this one. Every day. She has not grown out of his face. Quarterback power. She already ripped the cover off. I loved this book as a kid. Don't love it anymore. But speaking of quarterback power, and specifically the NFL, I could go on days after my team has played and watch their highlights. I could watch compilations of hardest hits, greatest catches, greatest throws, whatever it may be. But the point is that some random dude in their basement could watch the videos, compile a list, and then post it publicly for people to watch. And the NFL really wouldn't do anything about it. But the MLB, on the other hand, well, they said one strike and you're out. Yeah. But maybe the issue isn't with baseball's speed. Maybe the issue is with us. Maybe baseball's not getting boring. I mean, it was America's pastime. Maybe the fact is that our patience, well, it's growing short. Psych! You thought I was actually going to complain about that, you idiot.
I'm not the problem with America and with baseball. Baseball is slow.
Get with the time, old man. Haha, future's now. In addition to that, the competition has gotten too good. There have been too many other sports and corporations that run sports that have gotten better. Fact of the matter is that the NBA has done very well. Yes, they've had some recent issues with dropped ratings, but at the time that baseball had hit its peak and was honestly on its way down, NBA was on its way up. Ever heard of LeBron James? Keep that in mind. She has her hand on the power button. That is dangerous. Here, play with my headphones. But you can eat those. Ratings have gone significantly up since 2012, even though they're on a little bit of a plateau. NFL on the same deal, but still going up. They're continuing to make their game better and better, adding more and more, but in ways that enhance the viewer's experience and not just feel like small patches to try to say, hey, we kind of thinking about you a little bit, bud. They're not. Heck, even UFC and the NHL have gotten more popular, and NASCAR's doing phenomenal. F1's getting better. Literally every entertainment, every sport in competition is getting better, except for baseball. It's silly. Stop stepping on my tripod. What are you trying to do that for, you knuckle schmutz? I love my kid, by the way, despite everything that I complain about her. She just is like a ravenous monster in a good way. But something that's, okay, no, don't go under the wires. Jump scare! But something that is actually kind of sad is that kids just aren't playing baseball as much anymore. The most I see baseball diamonds getting used for nowadays is adult slow pitch softball leagues. And that really isn't actually much of an exaggeration at all. When I grew up, and yes, you're gonna get a little bit of a personal story, so it may not apply, but stick around, buddy. When I grew up, we played at our middle schools. That's where all our baseball fields were. They were extremely well kept. I'm talking about using those weird fancy mowing machines that would cut the grass like extremely low on the infield. So it was like perfect condition. And there was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fields all on this, like this 2-block span, and they were all kept in like immaculate condition. But now all the fields are like gone. Like you could barely see the remnants of what was the best field there, the main field. Everything else is legitimately grass, and kids just aren't doing wiffle ball tournaments as they were anymore. It's just kind of lost. Even the games have kind of gone down. Growing up, I was a huge football fan. I love football. I wanted to be an NFL player. I'm 27 now, and I still play semi-pro football. And like you see those 37 U's, yeah, I still do that. And my second favorite sport was basketball. But the fact of the matter was, when it came to video games, there were more baseball games than anything else. I'm talking backyard sports was huge. Like backyard baseball, they even made football, hockey, soccer, all these other ones, but baseball was always the best. There was the Bigs. That game was freaking awesome. There was the MLB Power Play. All these like random little games for the Wii. Even Mario Super Sluggers. Baseball was the sport. Like even if you had other sports you liked more, baseball was it. That was the top. Like when it came to entertainment, you played baseball for fun. That's just not a thing anymore. So what does the future of baseball even hold? Heck, I don't know, man. It's weird because we're in this weird limbo state where the game of baseball is actually getting better in terms of talent. I mean, let's Shohei Ohtani the obvious like solution right there. It's not a solution because it's not working, not pulling in too many views. It's pulling in more views than most people, but not enough. Get out of my trash can. Whoa, oh, you're good. Oh, you're fine. Oh. Ah. You know, half the time I keep these clips in just for my own memory. I have 0 views on my channel right now. Isn't that tragic? But the funny part is we could actually already see the solution in a couple areas. I live in the great state of Montana. One of the things that you see is that the Savannah Bananas are doing fantastic. And yes, you could say they're putting on a show because they are, but they're also playing baseball too. Like the games they play are legitimate. There's just so much downtime in the game of baseball already baked in that all these old grandpas think that they are just a show, just dancing around, just doing stupid things. But when you have 20 minutes to do an assignment that takes 30 seconds, that leaves you with 19 and a half minutes to do something productive. And they do it, and you are eating my keyboard cleaner. Hey, don't do that. Point is, baseball can get better. They choose not to. They choose to be stuck in the past, even though they literally see a blueprint for success. Keep things cheap for fans. Make money off merch. Don't be an advertising guru. Just show up, do it for the love of the game, do it for the fans, and heck, you can do stuff in the meantime. There's plenty of filler time to do a lot. Yes, it raises the standard for talent that's required to be in the league and maybe a little bit of personality, but maybe that's what it needs. Because obviously, what they're doing right now ain't working. Get out of my keyboard. I think she's gonna rip out my graphics card. Tell them to subscribe. Alright, let's end this video. Idiot! Hey, can I punch you in the face?